I like the way your body is. I like your confidence. Grand rising, everybody. Grand rising, everybody. Everybody. Grand rising. Rising to you. To you, to you, to you. Oh man. Alright, let's get this video started. I'm not gonna pull any tarot. I just don't feel like getting out my cards. But I did want to come on to say that um this Aquarius full moon and all the retrogrades that we have should definitely be cultivating your awareness of not only yourself but of others and your interactions that you're having with other people. It should also be creating, I want to use the word stance, but the stance is a foundation for how you choose to live. And a lot of times on our spiritual journey, the notion is to be as intentional as possible. Yes, you will have to go with the flow. Yes, you will have to surrender. Yes, you're still going to operate from a very, um, um, I want to use the word pragmatic, but you are going to be like, and you are going to have times where you don't know everything. Like you're not going to know exactly what to do. And in those moments, action should be taken. But I also really feel guided to say this, anyways, that the journey, your life's journey, is what you make it. You know, your life's journey is what you make it. So be intentional about the things that you want and what you're cultivating. You can move through life and try to finesse as much as you can try to finesse as much of it as you want to, but if you are not using discernment and being intentional about the things that you want, um, it could cause stagnancy. One is stagnancy. You know, you're gonna have to change things. You're gonna have to um, do things different sometimes. And two, let me say this. Let me also say this. The Your healing journey is your own, okay? Your healing journey is your own. And don't let people project onto you and make you feel as if you need to change something that you're not, like, I don't want to use the word ready to change, but don't allow people to make you feel like you need to change certain things, right? And what I mean by that, let me break it down to you. What I mean by that is, if you feel ushered to do things differently, do that, you know? But also, when you feel that energy and you feel that push to change things, do it. You know what I'm saying? Only you can be the catalyst to make waves in your life. Only you can. you know? So, um, one thing that I've um, really took into consideration this year and something that I didn't think about, and it really didn't hit me until like I remember somebody saying this to me a few years ago before I even kind of started my spiritual journey or my conscious self-awareness journey, is that um, I remember somebody telling me that I was codependent, and um, and I realized that I was not codependent, that I truly genuinely appreciate people who are supportive, right? Because a lot of us do require support. You know what I mean? Like life, you do need to be supported in life. We're not here on this planet uh as a race of people to figure out everything alone. Yeah, there are going to be times when you are alone and you do need to just kind of go within and figure out what works for you. But for the most part, you are going to need people to inspire you, or, you know what I mean, for you to make necessary changes. So again, never let anybody project onto you during your journey. It's good to take advice. It's good to be able to be open to um, positive criticism. It is good to be open to receiving so that you can learn. But ultimately, understand that your journey is one that is tailored specifically to you. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought I'd share that. Don't get so caught up in trying to uh, make yourself believe things that people have projected on you, and then you're trying to like change yourself based off of how someone told you that you need to be living. You know what I'm saying? If you resonate with something, that's cool. That's one thing. But if you don't resonate with it, you don't have to receive it. You know what I'm saying? You don't. You absolutely do not have to receive what someone is telling you just because that person is saying it like, oh, this is what I think about you, or you should be doing this, or you should be doing that. You know, again, there are people who have more experience than you, um, and it's good to take heed to the advice that they have to offer. But again, if you're not ready to make said changes, it's just not gonna happen, and it's not gonna work. So that's my spiel for this little live video. Take what resonates and leave the rest, as always. No cards pulled here. Just a little word to the wise to be intentional. Cultivate an experience that you enjoy, and healing and this journey will not always be the most enjoyable, but the best way to move through life is to be present, um, and just go from there, you know, and to be open to receiving from people who make you feel like, okay, it's safe for me to be open to receiving, because not everybody who is put in your path Not everyone is there to incite positive changes. Some people are just there to be distractions. And two, another thing that I've learned is that, sometimes when we look at these readings, and you get into the who's doing what behind your back and saying what and what this person feels and thinks about you, that can create a cycle where you're constantly living in a trauma wound, and you don't have to live that. You don't have to continue to live there in that trauma wound. And you don't have to trauma bond with people all the time. Like, yeah, I know we're healing. Yeah, we want to know, like, damn, why did this happen and why did that happen? But, the best thing to do sometimes is just put one foot in front of the other and create positive change. Be like, I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to harbor on that, you know? But you can't be fake positive either. You know what I'm saying? So it's a balance. It's a balance of trying to find out what's good for you, what works for you, and what doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Who resonates with you? Does that make me feel comfortable? Is that safe? This may not be something that I want to hear, but I needed to hear that. That got me thinking. That makes me feel some type of way. You don't always have to be listening to things that make you feel uncomfortable all the time, right? Because then that can keep you in a karmic cycle, or in an old cycle where you're constantly feeling down or low or not really happy. And it's hard to create positive change and be happy when you're always living in the past, when you're always stuck on what's going on outside of you. Because if it's happening outside of you, that it's not, trust me, it's not touching you. It's not an internal thing. That's just noise, outside noise. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I do hope that I do hope that this was helpful. And yeah, love and light to you guys. Happy Thursday. Take it easy, especially as we're going through all these retrogrades. Take time to be by yourself. Take time to cultivate within, and slowly, you know what I'm saying, progress. You know what I'm saying? It's not a race. This is a marathon. This is a forever thing, you know? But making positive changes and positive strides, that's the goal. That's the goal. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's all about balance. It's all about balance and being intentional. Okay? All right. Love and light to you guys. Peace.